Good morning, students. This one is the new chapter, a question of trust, that is written by Victor Kining. In the last video, I told you all what is the summary of this story, and this one is the chapter number 4 from your supplementary book, especially for class 10th. The name of the book, Footprints Without Feet. In this video, I will teach you according to the paragraph wise. First of all, I will read one paragraph, then I will interpret the meaning of that paragraph. So first of all, this one is the it is said that you must set a thief to catch a thief, but it is also said that there is uh, honor among thieves. Which saying does this story illustrate? Illustrate means you can say show up. In this story, in these lines, first I want to tell you something about this thing. In these lines we find there are two words. First, if we want to catch a person by red hand, so first of all, if we want to catch a thief by red hand, then we need to set a thief. And but another sense, there is another word that is a contrast each other na. Honor among thieves, it means in each group, suppose that teacher, doctor, engineer, each group has great honor, has a great respect to other. But here but here in this story we find a character, a thief na, breaks the trust of another thieves, another thief. So he does not believe na, in this statement. Okay, so let me roll down this one. This one is the paragraph of this chapter. So first I read the paragraph. Okay. Everyone thought that Horace Danby was a good, honest citizen. He was about 50 years old and unmarried, and he lived with a housekeeper who worried over his health. In fact, he was usually very well and happy except for attacks of hay fever in summer. He made locks and was successful enough at the business to have two helpers. Yes, Horace Danby was good and respectable, but not completely honest. You can say, yeah, in this way, this paragraph is an introductory paragraph for this story. If we, in this paragraph, the narrator, yeah, you can say the writer introduces na, the main character, what is the role of protagonist in this story. In this story we find there is a character, the name of the character, that is Horace Danby, and he is a very good honest citizen, and he is near about 50 years old, but he is unmarried na, and he is unmarried, and he is unmarried, so he has no family, so he lives with a housekeeper, and housekeeper is very loyal to him. So housekeeper always thinks of his health, and actually he has no disease, he has no illness, but except one, he has allergy. He has allergy, and which type of allergy? This one is the seasonal allergy, you can say. This one is the conditional allergy. So there are many types of allergy. Here the main character of this story is suffered with a conditional or seasonal allergy, especially that is happens in summertime. So what is the work of the protagonist of this story? The work of the protagonist of this story, he makes locks, he makes log, and he makes log. He has properly earned, he earned properly, and so many, you can say, he business is not very good, but his business is good, it means it is not very bad. So he appoints two helpers who can help him. So in this way we find he is very respectable person, he is good character, I mean everything he is, but he is not completely honest. It means he is very cunning and clever person. It means he is not very honest person. So in this way we know what is the role of the main character in this story, which type of appearance he has, and which type of illness, yeah, he has. So okay, in this way we know the work of the main character in this story. So let me roll down paragraph number second. 15 years ago, Horace had served his first and only sentence in a prison library. He loved rare only sentence when we find sentence used by judiciary, it is considered the sentence means punishment. Okay, and only sentence in that you all watch listen this phrase in movie. While sentenced in a prison library, he loved rare, expensive books, so he robbed a safe every year. Safe means tijori. Each year he planned carefully just what he would do, stole enough to last for 12 months, and secretly bought the books he loved through an agent. In this way, in this paragraph we find one time when he was very young, who the main character of this story, when he was very young, it means Horace was near about only 15 years old. He was not adult, no, but he was, you can say, huh, uh, child. And during that time he was sentenced in a prison library. He was sentenced in a prison library. There he served. It means he was sentenced, yeah, he was sent to jail for doing any wrong thing when he was only 15 years old. Who was only 15 years old? Horace was only 15 years old. He was sent to jail, and when he was sent to jail, he worked in the prison library. And when he started working in the prison library, there he found many books that were very expensive and rare. So since then he started loving book. And after then, and for this thing he has no proper money to earn many expensive book. For this, he, you can say, in the side, this one is his side work money. He is not very habitual, he is not very accustomed to steal something, accustomed to steal, na? So he is not very habitual, but he steals everywhere. He steals one time in 1 year, and by the that money he purchases many books throughout the years. It means he steals only one time in a year, in 1 year, and after then he purchases the books with with stolen money throughout a year. And how he purchases the books? He purchases the book he directly does not purchase any book, but he appoints an agent, and he gives the money to the agent. Then agent purchase the book for him. Why he appoints an agent? Because he purchases very expensive book, and everyone, yeah, you can say, around him, everyone knows that he has no money. And if he purchases very expensive books, so everyone starts doubt him. So for this, he's very cunning, you can say, he's very clever, I already told you. So this one, he appoints an agent, and he gives money to the agent. Actually, he gives the stolen money to the agent for the book, and then agent goes to the market and he purchases the book for him. So in this way he planned his work. He has planned his work. Who, about whom we know the protagonist of this story. The protagonist of this story, who is, that is the Horace Danby. Okay, I hope you are understanding. So let me roll down now. Walking in the bright July sunshine, he felt sure that this year's robbery was going to be as successful as all others. In this way, in these lines, we find the narrator says that Horace Horace finds the good season, that is the July sunshine. It means he finds the proper time in July. July sunshine means this one is in that day there was no cloud in the sky, and sky is very clear, and there is no cloud in the sky. And after then, what happened? So he thinks, he feels very, when he feels happiness that in this time he is going to steal something, and this time he also has been successful, as others time he has been successful. So he is very happy, he has confidence, because each and everything very favorable to him. So he decides to steal in the in the July sunshine. Yeah, you can say in the bright July sunshine. After then, what happened? For 2 weeks, he had been studying the house at short over Grange, looking at its room, its electric wiring, its paths, and its garden. In this way, I already told you he is very cunning and clever. He is very wise person also. So before stealing something from the house of that house, first of all he looks the criteria, he looks the path, he looks when he observes everything of that house where he wants to go to for stealing. So he observes the gardens, electric wiring, room, path, and each and everything of the house at Sart over Grange. Of the house at Sart over Grange. Okay, let me read. This afternoon, the two servants who remained in the Grange while the family was in London had gone to the movies. Horace saw them go, and he felt happy in spite of a little tickle. Tickle, you can sense it when we very sensitive. Man, tickle man good goody, you can say tickle of hay fever in his nose. Sensitive. He has allergy, so his nose is very sensitive. His nose is very sensitive. He came out from behind the garden wall, his tools carefully packed in a bag on his back. In this way, first of all, he observes the paths, electricity, gardens of the house. And after one day, he finds the two servants, because the owner, the master of the house, they he has already gone to London with his family. It means no one is in the house, but except there are two servants who remain in the house. But on that day, he finds that servants also are going to watch the movie, and servant put the key on the hanger, and put the king, and so he finds each and everything is very favorable, and he is very happy, except he has allergy, so he feels tickling, he feels a little tickle in his nose. And after then what happened, he puts all his instruments in his bag, then he puts his bag over his on his back, and he carefully goes to the, yeah, he carefully enters the house. After then, okay, in this way, we in this paragraph we find the physical appearance of the house and the persons who are living in the house okay, I hope you are understanding. Let me roll down. There were about 15,000 pounds worth of jewels in the Grange safe. If he sold them one by one, he expected to get at least five. In these lines, before stealing, before purchasing the jewel of the house of the grain shape, he's calculating that he's thinking that there is near about 15,000 pounds worth of jewels in the grange shape, and he one time steals the such type of giant, you can say such huge jewels, that he will accept, he will hope that he will find near about $5,000 after selling the jewels one by one. Okay, in this way one page I completed. So let me roll down second on the second page. This one is the second page. Okay, 1,000 enough to make him happy for another year. There were three very interesting books coming up for sale in the autumn. Okay, now he would get the money he wanted to buy them. In this way, he has been very happy. Only for thinking, he has been very happy that after getting such huge jewels, he can sell the jewels one by one in the market, and selling the jewels. Na, he will earn near about 5,000, na, $5,000. Yeah, 5,000. And by 5,000, this 5,000 is proper for him. Na, to proper for him for another year. And he is thinking also about the book. There are two new books, no? There are two new books which are very soon, which are coming very soon, near about in the autumn mean falling leaf season, you can say patjad. Now he would, so in this way he can purchase, he can get the book, na, by this money. So he has been very happy. Who has been very happy? Who has been very happy? Horace has been very happy thinking about all this thing. After then, let me roll down next paragraph. He had he had he had seen the housekeeper hang, na, the key to the kitchen, uh, huh, to the kitchen door on a hook outside. He put on a pair of gloves, took the key, and opened the door. He was always careful not to leave any fingerprints. The language of this story is very simple. Na? If you mane, seriously, if you read, you can easily be understand what is the meaning of this paragraph, yeah, of this story. In this way, he already observes, yeah, he has already observed the house, the housekeepers, you can say. And on that day he finds the housekeeper puts the key, na, to the kitchen door on a hook outside. And in this way, when he looks, yeah, he finds the key of the house, and then he wears his own gloves, na, and take the key and open the door. And after opening the door, he is very careful. He is very careful. He carefully, he does not want to leave even one print, na. He does not want to leave even one sign, na, for his presence in the house. So he covers his hands with gloves, masks, such type of, you know, he's not habitual thief, but he, you can say, his passion here, he's fond of having many books. For this he has no money, so only one time, 1 year, in 1 year he steals. So here he is going to stealing, na? He is going to stealing. So after then what happened? First of all, when he opens the door, what happens? A small dog was lying in the kitchen. It is stirred, moved, made a noise, and moved its tail in a friendly way. So as soon as he enters the room, first he visits here, meets a dog, and when he enters the room, the dog moves from one place to another, and dog creates a noise, and after then dog also moves its tail, na, in friendly way. And what happened up then? All right, Seri, Horace said as he paused. All you had to do to keep dogs quiet was to call them by their right names and show them love. In this way, here he knows the mentality, the psychology of the dog properly. Yeah, you can see he is very He plays here his role. The main character plays his role here as psychiatrist, and he knows properly the mentality of the dog. And he says here that if you call any name by if you call any dog by its name, automatically dog expresses its affection to you. And so here he calls the dog by its name, and so dog expresses its love, na, to him. And after then what happened? In the next paragraph, the safe was in the drawing room behind a rather poor painting. Horace wondered for a moment whether he should collect pictures instead of books, but they took up too much room. In a small house, books were better. Hat, the safe was in the drawing room behind a rather poor painting. Mani, as soon as he enters, the first of all he enters the drawing room and he finds the safe in the drawing room. And this one is the drawing room. So there are there are many paintings. So he very wonders when he looks at the paintings. When he looks at the painting for few minutes, he want to collect the pictures. He want to collect the paintings instead of books, because already we know he is fond of having book. He is fond of having books. So but in the house when he enters for stealing, he looks many beautiful paintings and pictures. For few minutes he thinks he need to change his mentality. Now he should keep pictures and painting instead of books. But after then what he thinks, oh, no, it's not good, because when we put painting and pictures, it will take too much room, many place. Here room means place. In this way he says that too it takes, yeah, they take too much room, too much place, and he has very small house. So according to, as per his house, books are good, books are better. Who says here? Here this one is the mono dialogue means a character talks himself. So this one is the mono dialogue. So here he talks himself and he says, no, this one is not wrong idea. And keeping books are good, no, are better. Okay, so in this way I hope you are understanding. Yeah, you understood this paragraph. Let me next paragraph, read next paragraph. There was a great bowl of flowers on the table, and Horace felt his nose tickle. Already I told you all that he has allergy. So he gave a little sneeze, cough and cold, and then put down his bag. He carefully arranged his tools he made 4 hours before the servants returned, na? In this way, when he enters the room, the safe room, the drawing room, first of all, he finds a great bowl of flowers on the table. And you all know in the flowers there are pollens, and due to this he has allergy. So he feels allergy. Na? He feels cough and cold there. And after then he puts carefully his he puts down carefully his bag, and then he arranges his tools. He uh, he knows that he has near about 4 hours before the servant returns. It means he knows properly servants have gone to watch the movie and coming to discover such type of long distance. They will take near about 4 hours. So he thinks he has proper time to stay and in this way. Okay, in this way here I stops. Okay, from further in the next video I will teach you all. Okay, thanks.